Hello, everybody. I am 4 minutes late. But I'm here. I am here and ready to talk about what on this week. So I'm waiting for you. Does everybody have enough toilet paper? The toilet paper thing is making me so annoyed. The coronavirus toilet paper. I get it. We can stay away from crowds and they can cancel schools because it has been shown it will stop the spread of coronavirus. But the fact that everybody's taking the toilet paper is just so annoying. Hello, Giovanna from Hawaii. Coat of many colors. Hey, hi. Hi, Pamela. So, well, I mean, I get it. I'm just venting about the coronavirus thing because I get it. We don't want to spread it. We don't want old people. Hi, Ray Fry. Thanks. DG and Christy. We don't want old people and frail people to get sick, right? We don't because they will have a bad outcome with it. So stay in your house. Don't have play dates. Keep your kids home, until this starts to rescind. But taking all the freaking toilet paper is making me mad. Is crazy in Southern California. Yeah. My daughter-in-law went to our Walmart and grocery store last night, and she got she's like, I'm just getting whatever because everybody's taking everything. So and it's funny, usually on Saturday I'll do a Walmart pickup for my groceries, and I went to schedule it and yesterday for today, and the only time slot they had open for today was 7 to 8 p.m. for my groceries. So hi Marilyn. I'm curious if I'm even going to get my groceries, to be honest. So, but we don't want to spread the virus. It is contagious. But everything that they said with the washing your hands, avoiding crowds, that'll help. And we won't get more people sick and sick and sick. But hogging the toilet paper is just wrong. So dumb. The toilet paper craze is insane. First of all, it's a respiratory virus. So it's not like you're going to get diarrhea. You don't need the toilet paper that bad. We all need toilet paper still for our everyday normal bodily functions. But anyways, that's all. I'm on the Pacific Northwest, Rose. And I'm not in Seattle because apparently they are like ground zero for this in the US. But so otherwise, wanted to see what disposable gloves, and if you're out in public, don't touch your face, wash your hands, wear a mask. And the biggest thing is like you and me, if we're not old and frail, we'll probably be fine if we get it. The problem is we don't want to expose people that are old and frail to it. So my mom's in an assisted living and they're on lockdown. They're not allowed out of their rooms right now, which is fine because they always get sick. She's always getting a cold. She's always getting something. There's hand sanitizer all over the assisted living. And like every couple of months, she's sick again. So if she gets it, and her people get it there, it's not going to be pretty. And just like that nursing home up in Washington, when they got it, they all got sick and died. So, right, you don't want to be home without toilet paper, but people are buying more than 2 weeks worth of toilet paper, I think, Audrey. And it's not fair because this poor woman on our community Facebook page last night, she's like, can anyone sell me a roll of toilet paper? I need one. I'm completely out and I have IBS. So my daughter and my son-in-law installed a bidet in their house yesterday. Yeah, stop being greedy. That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's a huge mind shift for everyone. We all belong to each other. That is a great way of putting it, Jetty. Yeah, and people are being greedy. I mean, people are fighting over the toilet paper. If you have 10 toilet papers in your cart and somebody's asking for one, give it to them. And I also think a lot of people are selling them online to make money, which is really messed up. Amazon doesn't have any. I looked last night on Amazon for toilet paper. It's so dumb. 27 packs from Walmart. Exactly. See, people are wiping. One person alone. Hi, loose can. One person alone is wiping off the shelves at Walmart, and then the rest of the world can't have toilet paper because she has more than she's going to need in a lifetime. So, all right, that's my that's my coronavirus event. Stay safe, stay home, don't spread your germs, wash your hands, and share your toilet paper. You never know who needs it more than you. Toilet paper crisis. I know. It is so dumb. And it's really funny. It's like one of my friends went to get something and there was only one left on the shelf. And then somebody else said they went to get something. There's only one. I think people feel like they don't want to be the person to take the last one of things, but old folks, give them some disposable gloves. Yeah. The problem with like I said, my mom's in assisted living and they get sick over there all the time. I don't know if it's because they forget because they're old and they forget they need to wash their hands all the time. There's hand sanitizer spots all over the place, but they put them on lockdown. They're not allowed out of the rooms. Originally, we were said that we couldn't come visit them, but we can go visit unless you're sick. Yeah, limits. Well, Costco started doing limits on water right off the bat. And text angels, you can remember anybody that's had a baby. What did they give you in the hospital when you went home? The little squirt bottle. It can be used. I was grocery shopping on Amazon, could only buy $28 worth of groceries before I check out. They were all out of Ritz crackers. It's so strange. I mean, okay, so we can learn a lesson from like the doomsday preppers that you should have your regular supplies to last at least a couple weeks. So this doesn't happened. So this doesn't happen. It's warm in this room. So, because now everybody's like, you know what, if we truly have an Armageddon or end of the world or zombie apocalypse or whatever, we're all in trouble because everybody's going to kill each other. They just are. Just over the toilet paper thing alone gives me complete loss of faith in how people are going to treat each other. And so Walmart started doing the water right away. They limited, or not Walmart, Costco. They limited how much water you could get. And people were yelling at the cashiers. They were yelling at them saying that we wanted more. Pamela, I'm an introvert, been planning for this all my life. Good job. So you're not hogging the toilet paper because you already had plenty, right? So they're yelling at the cashiers because they were limiting the water. I mean, people are nasty about this thing. And this is, if you look at the science of this, then you look at what has happened in the past. When you close group crowds and all that stuff, the trajectory or whatever that was going like this to spread the virus goes more flat. So all they're doing is trying to slow the spread. I bought 96 count case yesterday in Portland cleaning supply store. Oh, well, there you go, DG. Yeah. Explain again how or why Alex or Lori took the tire seat back. Okay, that's what we wanted to get them back to Arizona. I'm lost on this one. It's a 13-hour drive one way. So we don't know when Alex. So allegedly now we're all thinking that Alex was the shooter, right? We've always thought this, but didn't understand how he could be two places at once, in Arizona and in Rexburg, right? So what happened, this is how I see it happening. If it's a 13-hour drive, they took the tire out the night before. They took the tire off the Jeep. They took the back seat off the Jeep. They put it in Lori's car. Then Alex drove the Jeep back to Arizona. When he got to Arizona, he waited to, however long. I don't know where he stayed. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he staked out in front of Brandon's house, how long. But if he was the shooter, and this looks like the way I think it went down, he did the shooting at 9 o'clock that morning or 9:30 that morning why does my light keep doing something weird? That 9 o'clock in the morning in the Jeep, right? He could have easily, I missed, shoot, I didn't get him. I better get the heck out of Dodge. 9:30 in the morning, booked it, 13 hours back to Rexburg. Hi, Mara, Deathly Dills. Thank you. Yeah. And he had more room. Like he probably was big and they did it out the back window. And like Nate said, you can't take the tire off or you can't open the back window if the tire's on there. And if Alex is kind of a big guy, he can't scrouch in the back over the seat. So the seat came out, he hid out in there. The window was open. He had his gun. Brandon pulled in. He shot at Brandon, missed Brandon. Brandon drove down the street to call the police. Alex would have booked it out of there. He probably headed right back to Rexburg, 13 hours then and there, probably had his gas tank full. And then by the next morning, he was there, right? And so then him, Alex, and Lori now go, because now we're on October 3rd, and remember, Chad is still a complete married man with a family at this point. What day of the week was October 3rd? Anybody know? So October, let me see, I'm just curious right now that we're saying this. October 3rd is a Thursday. October 2nd was a Wednesday. October 4th, Chad apparently told Tammy to go visit her parents. Go visit your parents, whatever. Urged her, is what some people say, to go visit her parents. So Chad was still married to a woman that was alive and well. Yeah, there had to be a driver too, right? So Alex be the shooter. I'm thinking maybe Melanie Neese was the driver. In fact, because she made that comment, Melanie made a comment saying that Alex couldn't have been a shooter because he was seen at the storage facility. She tried to cover for Alex. So it means to me, that means she knows something, right? So she could have been the driver. I don't know how deep Ian is in this whole thing, but she didn't tell Brandon she was moving to Idaho until October 14th. So she easily was probably still in Arizona. Easily could have been the driver. So Chad, remember, Chad is still completely married. Tammy is alive and well. On Friday, she goes down to see her parents on the 4th, visits them, and then the next week, she's being shot at too. Misses. Alex is not a very good shot, apparently, unless he's standing in front of somebody, because he's not doing, thank goodness. But in the end, look what happened. Tammy's dead. Brandon's alive. When Brandon had said it was his wife driving, I don't know if they could see. I don't know what because from what I get it, Brandon pulled into his driveway, and that's when he was shot, right? I think he was already out of the car, and he was shot at. And then they zipped away, and from what I understand, he got back in his car, drove down the street, and called 911. So however the car was angled, maybe he couldn't see who was driving. Or Zalima, for crying out loud. Maybe she was driving. Where does she fit in this whole darn story? Because I know she fits in somewhere. So I don't know. And the only reason they know exactly who that was, the car was, who owned the car, was because there is video camera. I don't know if the complex that Brandon lived in, or the house or the apartment or whatever, has security cameras. Somebody's either ring doorbell or somebody caught that car driving away, and were able to, the police know. I mean, they've said that it was that car. They went back and they put okay, why would you need to put a tire in a back seat he's seen in her car? But yeah, they're professional cuddler. Uh-oh. My thing's saying it, my connection's unstable. Okay. Now it's back. So you guys, if you're not subscribers, if you don't mind subscribing and ringing the bells to get alerts when I do, where are my moderators? Where are you guys? Hi, Jessica. Where's Rhea? Oh, okay. I just got a bunch of old stuff here, that's why. My mother's meds came last night. They taste awful, FYI. Yeah. So, hi, Jess. So that's what I think. I think they hid that for whatever reason. Lori needed access to her car, the back of her car, and they wanted to hide those just in case. Like they didn't know. They didn't know it wasn't going to be a successful shot, maybe. So they wanted to hide him away. Apparently, they're not very smart. They don't realize that there's security cameras at places like. I wouldn't go anywhere now these days. I wouldn't get anyone on these days. I mean, I wouldn't think anywhere I went, I wasn't on camera, right? Do you think there's anywhere you could go right now in this day and age and not be caught on camera somehow? I don't. I'm suspicious of everyone. Do you think Chad killed Tammy or did Alex? Okay, so then when we go back and forth about the ski mask thing that somebody said that FBI came into the Cabela's and bought and then Chad is seen on film there buying a ski mask and a rope. I'm thinking maybe he returned it because of the date. It was the 12th. But I'm also thinking maybe he got one for Alex to sneak in the house that night and kill Tammy with a ski mask on. And then he returned it. Or no, I'm stuck with him returning it, but I don't know that he returned it. I don't know if he bought it or returned it because that was before Tammy died. The judge left. Huge mistake lowering the bond. Just glad the bond agencies are on top of their game for sure with all the refusing. Yeah, did you guys read that? There's a text message that somebody had posted, and let's see, I think I have it right here about the bonds people. And let's see, I screenshotted it. Yeah. All right, it's in a message. Okay. Guys. So there's a text message out there that says that there's a text message out there that about a bond person that went in and talked to them, right? And the person, they decided against here it is. Okay, so a little dirt for you. I spoke to the bondsman who was working on her bond in the Madison County Jail, the women's side. There is no plexiglass separating you. They put you in the same room, knee to knee, to talk. They asked Lori if she could prove the kids were alive. Then they would write the bond to get her out. She was very vague, couldn't give a straight answer. She and Chad both offered to give portions of their movie rights and book shares to persuade them to write the bond. They had horrible feelings and walked away, refusing to get her out. So the bond people were like, okay, we'll get you out. We'll give you the money, but you got to tell us the kids are alive. And they wouldn't tell them that the kids were alive. But they're like, but we'll give you the movie. We'll give you part of the movie deal. We'll give you part of the book rights. If you get us out, we'll give you money. So what the hell? Lori is all about writing a book about her story now and making a movie. But she won't tell anybody if her kids are alive? So stupid. Okay, Glamis girl. Insulin. I was talking about that last night to someone. You know how hi Roku Cassie. Yeah, like button, guys. Like button. Only 25 likes, and there's a lot more of you in here. So the insulin thing. Remember when Stacy, the sister, probably died, 10 years ago or so? And they said it was like too much insulin or hypoglycemia. She went into a diabetic coma, which is true. If you take too much insulin, you will die because you will go into a diabetic coma and you will die, right? So, Rob, yeah, the book shares and the movie rights, the world's going to be over in 4 months. I know, right? So they talk up both sides of their behinds is what they do. So the insulin thing. So if Alex and Lori say they were in on Stacy's death, right? Because the whole credit card thing and stuff was really weird. But say they purposely overdosed Stacy on her insulin and she died, Melanie's mom, because she did die. They never got caught for that, right? This is just a hypothetical. They never got caught for that, right? So Lori would have that in the back of her head forever. Oh, if I want to kill somebody, I can just overdose them on insulin. You can steal people's insulin. People keep their insulin in the refrigerator. 1998. Okay. Yes. Okay. So 21 years ago, she died. 22 years ago, depends on the month. Um, so if she had that in the back of her mind for 20 whatever years that she could kill people, who's to say she didn't keep that in the back of her mind till 2018 and somehow was able to give Joe some insulin? And then he would die of that too. So you don't even need poison. You can insulin. People keep insulin in the refrigerator. She could have kept insulin. She could have stolen it from people. Who knows over the years? Does she know any other diabetics that have insulin in their houses that she visited or went to, or Alex did? I'm really speculating on the whole thing. And then when she realized that the insulin worked with, now, you guys, I'm just totally throwing this out there. I have no idea what the end game is going to be with this. But so then say Joe died. Wow, that worked. I didn't get caught. We got $75,000. All's well, right? Then she's like, keeps that in her back pocket forever. And then she's like, okay, let's, after she moved to Rexburg and the shooting missed with Tammy, she said, Alex, go sneak in the house. And Chad knows, right? This is in my head. This is all my story. Chad knows. Alex sneaks in there, gives her a overdose of insulin somehow. Or Chad does. Who knows? And then she dies. No autopsy, right? And then maybe Zulema gave Alex some. I mean, obviously, when you're dying, you're going to go into respiratory distress. The defecating and the urinating happens when people die. Not always, but they do. I watched hospice patients die all the time when I was hospice nurse, and most of them didn't have any food in their system because they stopped eating. So you didn't see much of the bowel movement death, but it does happen. Yeah, widow's benefits. Yeah, but Joe posted, no anyone selling a Jeep Wrangler. That was the day after Charles was shot. Yeah, that was weird. Jason Mount, he posted looking for a guy, Jeep Wrangler. So how does that fit in? Chad could let Alex in the house. Yes, he could. Coming soon to Netflix, right? Well, Lori's going to help share. If you want to bust her out, she'll give you some of the movie rights. So anybody got $100,000 and $1 million worth of equity in their house or something like that, where they can go get Lori out, you'll have rights to the movie someday. Like I said, it's talking out of both sides of her butt, because apparently, it's not going to be necessary after July. Yeah, I don't know. Psychomatic brain freeze. Can they test for that? Can they test for an overdose of insulin? I would imagine they could. Oh, Emmy's up. Okay. So my other moderator's not coming because she's at work. People working for a living. How dare they? Like me. That's why I do these on Saturday mostly, because I work during the week. Look at the Kenneth Barlow case for insulin overdose. Okay, that would be a good one to look for, right? What if they had Chad access to cremation because he used to be a gravedigger? Yeah. Now, we know how, I guess Charles is a non-issue because we know how he died. He was shot. Alex, I would assume they still have his body, or they have whatever they need from his body. Tammy, they exhumed her, so hopefully they got some good samples from her body. They exhumed her and then they put her back. She wasn't gone from the grave very, very long, but they got what they needed. And then Stacy, on what happened to her, we know they're saying she died of hypoglycemia, which makes sense if she was diabetic, and too much insulin would do that. So kind of a non-issue. I think if there's some way they could find out if Joe had, but they did do a medical exam on him, and he did have like hypertension and, clogged arteries and stuff too. But, he was a 60-year-old male, and That's kind of typical, unfortunately, for middle-aged men heading toward elderly that aren't real healthy their whole lives. Um, so, hello, Tanami Wells, Briley. Hello, and do you think the children are alive? I only hope they're alive, but I don't think they're alive. I don't think they're alive at this point. I mean, why would Lori put herself in jail this long if the kids were alive? Right? What if Tylee was married off? I don't I don't know. Have you ever had a 17-year-old child? I'm pretty sure they don't stay in hiding. And from what I was told about Tylee, is her and her mom they bumped heads all the time. They didn't get along well and argued and all that. I just pictured Tylee as being, heck no, I'm out, not hiding. You know, I don't know. And she's going to be 18. If she's alive, she's going to be 18. If she's alive, somebody's keeping her against her will, I would imagine. Right? Sadly, Betty, I know. Betty Spaghetti, I think the kids are dead, sadly. I know. I know the family is still has hope, and I have hope, but I just looking, I have, Zika, I have thought of that, but Lori would not go to jail if she did not have to. Yeah. I don't see Miss Princess staying in jail if she could produce the kids. You know? Do you? Why would she stay in jail? Why wouldn't Chad be like, okay, come on, this is ridiculous. We need to get back to our 3 times a day, get your butt out of jail, tell everybody where the kids are, and let's go about our lives. And you can, fight the crime, which odds are aren't going to be life in prison. It's just, I just don't see them keeping the kids alive, hidden away somewhere. Yeah, I hope they're alive too, but let's be real. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't look like they'd be alive. So Nate's enhanced video was awesome. You guys saw my video on that, right? Because I went through it and I went back through it with the timeline again. And then that's really big, in my opinion, that looks like that was Chad there on October 2nd and not Alex at the storage. And then the other thing, yeah, I have 4 kids. Yeah, I know. It's so sad. What about red lipstick in Paul Mitchell truck? Any word on that? Well, I don't know. Somebody did her hair. So I think they might have came there for her, right? I just don't see this as one. She's been in jail now for what, a couple months? Almost? At least a month? You can't test for low serum glucose on an embalmed body. No fluids and needle poke might be evident. But insulin needles, they're sub-Q. The sub-Q poke would be, the insulin needles are tiny. They're the tiniest needles that they have. But I don't know. Anyways, the whole insulin thing is just my suspicion. Like, how would they do this and how would they get away with that? The ratio of insulin and peptide can be used to determine a forensic diagnosis of insulin overdose. Sorry, was looking this up. Thank you, Kara. Chad has to be low on money by now, right? Look at the Kenneth Barlow case. They can find the evidence. Okay, maybe they took DNA from her while she had her hair done. Maybe. Yeah. I have an autistic son and they need consistency in a schedule. All signs point to something bad. Yeah. Right. Jailhouse Kool-Aid lipstick or looked at. Yeah, it was redder than red. I was gonna come on the live today with bright red lipstick, and then I decided not to, just to be funny. As soon as she saw the dog, I just moved to Hawaii because Joe was awarded custody of Tylee, and she told Tylee she can homeschool and sleep all day. Yeah, she took Tylee away from Joe when they moved to Hawaii the first time. Who's on Lori's visitors list? Only clergy And attorneys can see Lori face to face. We know Alex had a passport because he went to Colombia after he shot Charles. You can bring back a 90-day supply of meds from Mexico. Oh, he did? I didn't know that. I didn't know he went out of the country after he shot Charles. I missed that one big time. Back to my first question from today's live show. I don't understand why the court can't go forward with the misdemeanor contempt charge. Either she can produce the kids or she can't. It's that simple. I agree. I don't know what the heck is the problem with dragging the whole kid thing out. Like, where are your kids? Here or not? Let's go. My nephew is autistic. He wouldn't cope without my sister. Yeah. Gel lipstick can also be done with deodorant and a magazine. Also possible for blush. Mascara can be instant coffee. Whoa, they get very creative in there. And I believe you can buy some from commissary, right? But she wasn't there long enough. Somebody had to loan her some if they did that. Passport. Yeah, okay, we got that one. So much that this is being dragged out. I know. And okay, so how about the lawyers quitting? Her lawyers, 2 of her lawyers quit. Hi, Trevor. How's it going? Thank you, Trevor. You're so nice. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So what about the lawyers quitting, you guys? And the judge? Apparently the new judge is called Mad Dog. She's not going to be easy. So they call her Mad Dog. Michelle Mallard is Lori's new judge. Mad Dog. Look her up. The person that sent me this said Lori's going to be sorry. So apparently Lori's going to be sorry. Thank you, Christian, for the donation. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Did you? And then someone sent me this. There's a rap song on YouTube. Where are the children at? You can look that one up. I was listening to it this morning when I was taking a shower. There's a total rap song about them. Be careful what you ask for. Exactly. Those lawyers were told to quit just like the judge. I think her attorney bought some makeup for her, maybe. The fact that JJ's prescriptions were not filled says a lot. I'm surprised she requested for the last judge removal. Yeah, I am too. But you know what? I think that's typical. When I just feel like a lot of times they do whatever they can to switch things up. And, you know, I feel like the legal system was like, okay, we get one time to switch a judge. We want to do it. We want to use our turn. And then the other one to use their turn, so on and so forth. Why had your children remain locked up? So the attorneys are gone. Is she going to get new attorneys? Here's my other speculation on the whole attorney thing. I think they tried to intimidate by bringing 3 attorneys in, right off the bat. Boom, look at me. I got a team of attorneys. I am Lori Daybell, and I got a team of attorneys. And I think what happened is they paid him just enough to see what happened at that court, like not a whole big retainer. And then he didn't lower bail enough. And they were like, okay, this is really expensive. So then Chatty Boy sees the enhanced video maybe of him being like, oh my gosh, they know it's me at the storage. And then he's like, oh crap. So wouldn't it be awesome if that's how it went down? And then Chad's like, crap, I only have $130,000 left out of Tammy's life insurance. I think I might need it for me. So bye-bye lawyers, can't afford you. I need to hoard my money because it's as important as toilet paper right now. Can the judge raise her bail? What lawyer would want put their future with these Muppets? But I think the judge can do anything. And if there's new charges, they can revoke her bail. I think they can do anything with the bail. I think she wanted to change judges foregone at least to try to reduce the bail. Yeah. Well, apparently everybody is looking at this like us, including judges. Like there's just more to this story. This isn't just simply not showing your kids and contempt of court for not showing up for a court. You know, this is bigger than that. Yeah, it did say the bond. They said the person that wrote that text that knows the person that works at the bonds place said they were able to go face to face. But I was told, oh, hi, Jerry. Thank you. Continue to watch. Are you subscribed? Hopefully. Thank you. if she can't keep her retainer replenished, the attorneys can quit the case. The money goes fast behind the scenes, not just, oh yeah, yeah, dude, money goes so fast. Even like in a divorce, the money just goes. Like when I got divorced, my money went to these attorneys, and my ex-husband's money went to these attorneys. And in the end, we never even got in front of a judge. We sat in a conference together and agreed on everything, which we could have done from the start, right? And the money, they walked away with our money. It was so dumb. You know, we still agreed on 50-50 custody, which I never even said we wouldn't have. But it was all just giving money to lawyers, writing papers. Every time you call them, ding, 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 comes off your retainer. Saw the writing on the wall. Lawyer saw the writing on the wall. Lori's son, Colby, has seen Lori. Roku Cassie, I think he was able to talk to her somehow, and she didn't give him any information. Is from what I was told. People posted that he was able to talk to her, but I don't think it was face to face. I'm not sure. Doug, the bounty hunter, would have bumped into her. That would have been great. Well, he definitely needs to bump into her if she skips out, if she gets out ever. Yeah, he talked with her. I don't know. Was it Kimby? Was it face to face or was it on the video chat that he talked to her? Because I assume he can keep doing that, right? You subscribe. Thank you, Jerry. You're from Indiana. Okay, hi. Yes, and this is, you know, I mean, I enjoy making these videos, but like I said, I work full time. So it just helps to have the subscribers, people watch the ads, and you can donate to donate. And like I said, we have the Patreon and we have the PayPal. The links are in my videos. If you are so inclined, keep up the like and the likes. You know, the algorithm for YouTube, you know, they will show your video more. They'll suggest it more if you have a lot of people commenting, liking. So all that helps. Thank you, Zia. All that helps. I think there's 129 people here, 48 likes. So like I said, like I think you have to close the chat, hit the like, and then open the chat back up. That's what I was told. Or you can just like it after, whatever, when I post it. Alex Carrick's wifey. Yeah, Zulema is a huge mystery to me. I do know she's involved with all these people, and I do know she went to court with Melanie. So why is she walking into court with Melanie and Brandon's child custody stuff? Do you think it was the enhanced video that made her attorneys leave the case? I don't know. I'm thinking Chad might be getting a little scared right now, don't you? Thank you. More likes. Got it. Thank you, guys. I mean, if I were Chad, I'd be needing all that toilet paper that everybody has. I'm new here today, too, and I'm really enjoying your live. Oh, thank you, Kara. Thank you so much. If Alex gave the guy he shot CPR, why wasn't he covered in blood? Yeah, because he did a halfway job of CPR. Probably did it like we do a newborn baby with 2 fingers or something. When will Chad go to prison? Well, hopefully I think they have more on him. I think things are going to happen. I would love to know about Alex's wife. Yeah, Zulema. I've seen her Venmo because it's out there, it's public, but I don't know much about her. Her son was the one that did CPR on Alex, but didn't know they were married. So there's just some big. Thank you. Oh, you like my sarcasm? Thank you. My kids don't, but they had to be raised by me, so they're okay with it now. No, I'm just kidding. My whole family and a bunch of sarcastic people. You would die if you spent a day at Christmas with my family, and I'm not even the most sarcastic. The rest of them are worse than me. Alex didn't touch Charles. Zulema and Lori are good friends. Yes. Okay, Trevor. So, but why is Zulema is hard to find anything on? Changes her name a lot. And Alex took her name for his last name when they got married in Vegas. And then, remember Melanie Gibbs' name came up in the court by the judge so Melanie Gibb is going to testify, obviously. She already told them that Lori asked and Chad both asked her to lie. So all that initial zombie letter where the source was Melanie Gibb, I was going to revisit that in a video and kind of break it down a little bit now that we know. Like when I first read the zombie letter, I was a little lost. I didn't get it. But now that I've gotten other people that have told me they have left AVAL, that they are the people that had that letter, they don't even know how it got to me, that they finally are seeing that whole Christopher Parrott and Hector and all these people are taking their money, and giving them this false hope about this crap that isn't even or LDS beliefs. Take on Jason Mel. I don't like him. I don't know. I think why is he posting that anybody have a Jeep? Anyone know a guy? Jeep for sale? What is that? What was that? There's something involved. He knows something. He knows a lot. He knows stuff. No one hears from Lori's family. Where are her parents and siblings? Why no support? Maybe because they know the real Lori. Yeah, Marilyn. Jason Mount put an ad in, I don't know if it's Craigslist or what, but he was looking for a Jeep. Anyone know a Jeep for sale? Was the day after Brandon was shot at? Or right around that time? Was it the day after? And no one hears. Oh, Lori's family. Her sister Summer is the only one that anybody's really heard from. And Summer was at Melanie's, walked in in that news where Justin Lum is there, and they're walking into court with Ian and Melanie. Zulima, Summer's there. Summer is Lori's sister, and she's stuck up for Lori this whole time. Deb thought Alex was his mother's boyfriend. Oh, yeah. Thought Alex was his mother's boyfriend. Yeah. He didn't even know. He didn't say my mother's husband. He's my mother's boyfriend. What's his last name? I don't know. Husband 1 and 2 are apparently alive. Well, husband 1, they were married right out of high school. He went to high school with her. I believe I had some information on him, but their marriage was annulled. And then husband 2, last name is LaGoya. You can see records of that marriage. It didn't last very long. She had Colby during that marriage, and then they divorced soon after Colby was born, within months. And then Colby took on Joe Ryan's name when Lori married Joe Ryan. I've been told that he was never legally adopted, but he did use the Ryan name. And then Tylee was born to Lori and Joe Ryan. And then they got divorced, and she married Charles. Charles was her longest marriage. She was with Charles for 14 years. And then she went off the deep end. And they lived in Hawaii. They did things. I can see why she stayed with Charles longer, I mean, he provided a good living. They could live on Hawaii. They could come back and forth. Lori seems very materialistic and very about money. And as long as they had it, she was probably fine with Charles's, being her husband. But then there's a letter out there, or a post from Chad's brother, that feels like that Lori and Chad knew each other for about 8 years. So that we need to look into. Jason Mount asked about Jeep Wrangler for sale on his Facebook. There are plenty in car lots or auto traders. So why are you asking on Facebook? Yeah, see, that's just weird, right? You're so thorough. Thank you. Jason Mount is very shady. I think so too. And there's he got fired for sleeping in his car when he was on duty. And there's a whole big thing on that I just came across. So much stuff has been given to me in the last 24 hours too, that I need to go through it and actually make a video on it. And I actually think, what do you guys think about this? I think I should make a whole recap video, just a recap, not with all the details, just a recap. Did you hear that Zulima was once a professional cuddler? She has since deleted that from the internet. Yes, I did. I've heard that. I mean, okay. Weird. He has also propositioned a female during a traffic stop. Yes. I think that was the bottom line for him in Phoenix, right? I think that's why he got let go in Phoenix. No, he had it said like torn pelvis, or you can't tear your pelvis. I don't know, some ligaments or something. Slade, yes, I agree. And Jason, yeah, Jason's up to no good. Lori, Noreen, Cox, Yanes, Lagoya, Ryan, Vallow, Daybell. That's her. That'd be her. He said he retired. Yeah. His Facebook is interesting. It's funny is everybody said that wasn't him in the Kauai court, but who are the people that said it wasn't him? They're like, I have evidence or whatever. I looked into it. It wasn't him. I don't know. Yeah. Jason seems creepy. Yeah. Yep. Creepy creeper. Just because he's a police officer doesn't mean he's a good guy. There's plenty that aren't. You should do a video on all the other characters, Jason and Chris and Hector and Selima and Melanie. I keep still saying the wrong name because someone told me that's how it was pronounced. Yeah, I know. Just like here's this person, here's that person, here's this person. Yeah, what you need to know about Melanie, what you need to know about Zulima, what you need to know. That's a good idea. I could do that. But if the problem is with me making videos on backstory and who people are, is the fact that every day there's something big in the news. Not today. Hello, Janine. Who is Jason? Sorry, stepped away. Glamorous Girl, Jason Mao. He is a police officer that used to be a police officer in Chandler, Arizona. He was a Phoenix police officer, so just a different department, same general area. And then retired or something because, but he got in trouble at work for a couple things. Propositioning, I guess, at a traffic stop, a woman, and sleeping on the job at some point, and then apparently had an injury and retired early. Unless you need, I can mail you all this. Yeah, Slade, you are on top of this stuff, man. You're pretty amazing with how much information. You've definitely been a great source. So whatever you want to send me, I can weed through it, because when I'm working Monday through Friday and stuff's happening, it's like just kind of goes in my box and I get to it later. And then something big happens, like the enhanced video. And then I'm like, well, I got to make a video on this. So there's stuff that I could probably use to make videos or podcasts on. And you guys, if any of you are following me on the audio podcast, especially on Apple, because that's the only one I've read the remarks, they're mean. My remarks are mean. They do give me 3.5 stars. So if you could go on there and give me more stars and at least say something nice if you like it. If you don't. But if you do, because I'm going back through them and I'm trying to edit them so they sound better without the pauses that you would see in the videos. Because the videos, sometimes you're just seeing video, right? And you guys watching it, you see the video. But when I uploaded the audio to podcast, I just uploaded it. Because I don't get anything from those. There's like 19,000 downloads. I don't get a penny from anything on the podcast. I don't have a sponsor. I don't have anything. I just did it as a favor because some people want to hear it because they're driving or whatever. So if you can go on there on the podcast, I'm trying to go through and edit them, but my priority is the YouTube because you guys are here with me, doing the lives and watching and liking and donating and all that stuff. So if you are listening on the podcast and you appreciate the fact that I do go to that extra step and just give me a good star or comment, because people are like, A for effort, F for whatever, I know. I don't want to sweat the critics, but it makes me want to not do the uploads because it's an extra step and I get literally nothing for it. I don't get 2 pennies for going, and I'm paying for the podcast platform every month. Right? That costs money. So for me to put this stuff on the podcast and everybody just goes, all I need is if you do watch it, if you do listen and you understand that it's just literally the audio uploaded from here, just give me some comment or stars. Okay. That's all I want. That's all I want on the podcast thing. 19,000 people have downloaded it, or 19,000 downloads. So that's a lot, and there's only 9 comments, and like 5 of them are not nice. Mom, who was nearby when Alex died. Was Lori in Hawaii? I can't help but wonder if he was killed by Zulema poison, usually. Apparently, Lori was in Hawaii when Alex died. But I think Zulema has a part in this. I really do. I think this people are just all just evil group of people, you know? Just got here. Did you speak about the lawyer stepping down? I did, Snow Remover. I did talk about the lawyer stepping down. I don't know how you do all this, but we appreciate it. Thank you so much, Zia. I think multiple PDs meeting together with the FBI the past week is going to start new charges and arrests. I do too. I think there's something big going to come down. And I think it's deeper than just Lori and Chad. I think it has to do with the people involved in, sit on my leg, an Aval, the Christopher. I think there's more going on behind the scenes. And why not one Black person has died from the coronavirus? They haven't? I don't know if it was Black or white. I had no idea. I just figured people. Elderly. Someone shared money proof sent to Zulema the day before so that Alex died. Can't remember where I saw it. Oh, Maryland. That's a good one. Someone paid. Good morning, Kristen. Snow Remover. I will watch replay. Did you see that the lawyer who stayed is a family law and injury? Yeah, he's not even a criminal lawyer. What is that all about? I think Jason Mel. These are the people that I suspect. I suspect Zulema, Melanie, niece, Lori, Chad, Alex, obviously. Then Jason Mel and Christopher Parrott, Hector, and anybody else is in that circle of people. Those are the people that I think are really into this. And Zulema has something. He defended a stripper once. Well, how about that? What'd she do wrong? There is a commenter I saw in another chat who states more than once, they will never find any evidence on Lori. They should just let her go free now. He is in real estate in Utah. Okay, so Lori has another cheerleader out there. They're going to find evidence because her kids are gone. They're missing. You can't just put your kids nowhere, ever. And people have been shot at and people are dying. So whoever that guy is not, just obviously very hopeful because they're a Lori cheerleader. We are resilient, but we aren't immune to coronavirus. We're not immune. We're not immune to any viruses. 100 years ago, people were dropping dead from all kinds of stuff that there weren't vaccines for. The coronavirus, most people that get the coronavirus are fine. Some people don't even have symptoms. But elderly and frail and people that are diabetics, their bodies can't fight that. Their immune system is compromised already. So they can't fight something that's respiratory because you need your lungs to breathe. And it's a respiratory virus. So when you get pneumonia or fluid in your lungs or severe constriction, you can't breathe anymore. You're going to die, right? Her lawyers cough like she's done a virus, probably got too sick. Oh. Zulema had to have killed Alex and Lori. They will never find the kids. Do you think Chad's grown children are involved with this cult? No, I think Chad's grown children I think they're naive. And I think they're hopeful that their dad isn't a criminal. Not sure, maybe more than a cheerleader. Wait, not sure. Maybe more than a cheerleader, maybe someone who will talk, hopefully. Yeah, maybe, right? If they're saying that you'll never know, maybe they know something. Maybe they will eventually go, okay, I do know something. And I know that people watch all these. The people, like Chad's kids are probably watching, Chad maybe, Christopher, all these people, they watch all of the true crime YouTubes, all of them, not mine necessarily, but they watch, and they want to know what we're talking about because obviously they do because it's about them, and they can watch all they want because we think that they are guilty as dirt. Hi, Chad. Yeah, everybody could say hi. Supposedly went to Mama's house in Utah. Okay. Yeah, Zulema does have a history of being arrested for drug charges back in 1998. Slade, you're the boss. Yeah. Yeah. Slade has all the inside info, man. You are like the PI of PIs here. I've seen somewhere that Lori's parents were never really big supporters, never went to any cheerleading thing in high school. She also has two sisters and another brother. Where are these people? Okay, brother Adam is alive and well. He has a son, Zach, that has been kind of active in a lot of the groups and stuff. Um, Zach does not is even though Aunt Lori is his aunt, he's not a cheerleader. He is on the fat Charles side because he lived with them for a while. And Adam hasn't said much, but Charles and Adam were talking via text right before Charles was shot. Charles shared that email, the fake. Hi, this is Charles Vallow. Do you want to come stay at our house again, like you did last time? To Chad. I need help writing my book. Chad and Lori wrote that, obviously. It's so stupid. Something like a ninth grader would have done. Everyone is getting the hell away from the contaminated witch. Yeah. Hi, Chad. How much do the attorneys charge so far in Maryland? Lori's friend in Hawaii said that Zulema could control the weather. What about that? Well, I don't think anybody's that special that they can control the weather. But if so, then she's evil because that isn't normal. People don't get to control the weather. Chad is worth your soul. Still digging grave, Chad. Yep. Hello, Brian. Hello. All right. Where are the children, Chad? Yep. That's what we need to know. Where are the children? Where are the kids? Where are your children? Where are Lori's children? I don't know if they're just going to play this out as long as possible until either they do bring more charges or until, they let her out for some reason. And I really think if there was going to be a huge child reveal, it would have happened by now. But if that's all they can think about is a movie and a book deal, right? So stupid. Like, really? Well, once we make our movie, you can have some money. Just let me bail out now. You think FBI is looking in a cemetery? I don't know. I think FBI is looking a lot of places that we don't even know yet about. Hi, DC. There's no child reveal. I know. But like I said, if there was going to be one, I think it would have been out by now. She could have already started her movie. Gathering evidence like on Gannon. Yeah, right? I mean, look at the Gannon case, which I haven't been able to follow on here, but I have followed it. T is in jail now, and she left so much evidence, I mean, even a bloody board was found out in the woods and a sock, Gannon sock. So I just think that there's more. I think there's more, and I don't know why it's taking long, but I think they really want to get everything they can. She's tucked away in jail right now. She's not out, and they can take the time to get everything they possibly can to put her away for good. That's how I'm looking at it. Utah people start putting on the pressure. He can run, but he can't hide. Yeah. I wonder if Zulema's worried. I'd be worried if I was anybody involved in that group of people. When do they address finding the kids? Good question, Kristen. I know that there was a court. I believe that there was supposed to be court with Larry and Kay, and then that got postponed now too. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Lori needs a visitor from Wuhan. Yeah, Lori needs something. Give her some of that bat soup that they started this whole thing with. From bat soup. Look it up. It's a thing. All right. What do you think of Gannon's dog? Missing? Al wants the dog. She bought dog coats at Petco. What's that all about? Oh, I don't even know that. I don't know about the dog on the Gannon case. Melanie or niece should reveal what she knows. I've been so busy with this case that I'm only watching other people talk about the Gannon case. I started to do it and there's too much. Yeah, that's you. My sister sent me actual pictures because I was like, no, that's not a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. Um, who's Melanie's mother? Melanie's mother is dead. She's Stacy, and she had an untimely death too in 1998. So Stacy and Lori are sisters. And Alex was home when Stacy died, and apparently she was a diabetic and died of a diabetic coma. And we suspect maybe she was given too much insulin. Yes, yes, you're right, Kara. Melanie's mom is Lori's sister, Stacy, and she passed away in 1998. I think Adam and his family. Lori's a master manipulator. It is the rest of the Cox family that are fervent Lori supporters. Yeah. Great channel. Thank you. Who is Letitia again? Letitia is the stepmom of Gannon, the whole other case from Colorado Springs, which is really interesting. And she's being charged with murder, but they don't have a body yet. So see, it can happen. They don't have Gannon's body, and Letitia's behind bars being charged with murder and tampering of a body. Stuff like that. So it can happen. How about the living sister? What's her deal? She supported Melanie at the child custody. Yes, Summer. Summer is the living sister. The Jeep for bullet holes. Letitia, yeah. Letitia T. She goes by all kinds of stuff. Anything else? Anything else, everybody? I'll work on something this weekend for you. Wouldn't be surprised if Lori was an abusive mother to her kids. The grandparents were on a case. They didn't trust her. Yeah. I think Lori was all about Lori. And I mean, maybe at one point she was a good mom. I don't know. But I think Lori is a modern day psychopath. I really do. Yep. Tanami. How long does it take for the autopsy to take? Well, they said it can take up to a year. But so far it's been months. We're in the middle of March, which initially they said middle of March would be the time we get it. Thank you, Maria Deathly Does. Thank you so much. Glamis, both of Lori's kids were quite overweight, yet she was so in shape. Yeah. Chris was, yeah, I mean, you know, Lori cares about Lori. Chris was a good parent too. Chris was a good parent too. At one time, they hide behind their mask. Chris. Lori is MK Ultra. Maryland, guardianship case put off, so they only have to go once. Lori did not want JJ anymore. She didn't want to be a mom. She changed. There you go. There you go. Marilyn Woodcock. She knows what's going on. So they don't have to fly back and forth, Marilyn. Is that it? Because they've been going back and forth quite a bit. So they'll just have to go one time instead of back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. Thank you, person of interest. Lori's reputation as a good mother is wool in front of the eyes. She knows how to be fake. Yeah, and I think she did use it to her benefit because deep inside, I think this is who Lori is. And I also think getting involved with these people made the worst of her come out, you know? Someone said they located where the pic was taken in Yellowstone. Did you see that, or did you want me to send it to you? Send it to me. I think I saw something about that, but I don't have it. Lori's pretty useless. It's so hard on Larry. He is 70. Oh yeah, Larry, I feel so bad for him. I really hope Larry gets some answers here because he really, and you could tell how much he loves that little boy. And now all this is just so much stress. I can only imagine it has to be horrible for him. So Maryland, if approved, Lori can be charged with kidnapping. Yeah, I hope so. That's what I'm hearing. Slay Lori wants you to stop at pretty. Kate's a lot younger. Okay. Yeah. I thought so. You're extra stressed during this pandemic is not good. Yeah. You're right. And then, people are afraid to fly. And one of my friends that's a flight attendant, her daughter got kicked out of swimming lessons because she's a flight attendant. Um, which I thought was really sad. They're if you work in an industry where you need to make a living and people are saying, because oh my gosh, you might bring us coronavirus. I mean, it's just really sad. Nurses and doctors in the hospital don't necessarily get everything. I've treated a lot of sick people and never got what they had. There is such a thing as universal precautions, washing hands, don't touch your face, all that kind of stuff. So, you can be around sick people and not get sick. But you shake somebody's hands that's has the virus and then you touch your face or a fork or whatever, pick up your glass of water. Yeah, you're going to spread it. Grandparents have to protect their health as well. Yes, yes. Larry and Kay are amazing people. I agree, Kristen. They are my heroes in this. I keep saying that. Larry and Kay are, if without them, who knows what would be going on? Would anybody have even known at this point that the kids are missing? And yes, the grandparents have to protect their health as well, right? They don't want to get sick over this. And like you said, like Marilyn said, Larry's 74. It's hard on him. He's not young. And he's probably exhausted from first of all, just all of the news part and the interviews and everything that they've had to do, much less worrying, Hit the like, yes, hit the like button, guys, before we close. They are great. Is dish soap or shampoo better to use for soap if you run out? Either one, honestly, and you don't want to use antibacterial soap too much too, because then you start getting super bugs that are immune to the biggest thing with soap. And even in the hospital, we didn't have antibacterial soap on the soap. It's just regular soap. It's friction. Washing your hands, getting in the cracks, and wash them for a whole. If you can wash your hands for a whole minute, scrub them, wash them, scrub, friction, friction, friction. That's the way you want to wash your hands. Soap is any kind of soap. Just get those germs off of there. And then in between, if you're somewhere where you can't wash your hands, that's when you want to use your hand sanitizer. You get in your car after being in the grocery store. Use your hand sanitizer. When you get home, still wash your hands. All right, you guys. Hi, Jody. I'm going to go. We're an hour and 8 minutes. So I will talk to you all very soon. Thank you for everybody that sent me info and stuff that I haven't found. Oh, Gray Hughes has a picture of last location, Tylee. Okay. He has a podcast too. Thank you, Tanami. All right, guys. All right. Bye. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Cassie and Jessica and Kristen, all my moderators. You guys are awesome. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Stay safe. Stay well. Don't get sick. Stay home.